The Abandoned Cabin. A story of survival and environmental preservation. Hello, folks. Welcome to the Old Facts and Stories channel. Today, we bring you an amazing story of a young man who got lost in the forest and found a lost cabin. What started as a survival situation turned into a journey of love for nature and environmental preservation. Lucas' story is an inspiration to all who seek a deeper connection with nature and an example of how we can live in harmony with the environment. So, get ready to be moved by this incredible story, and don't forget to subscribe here on the channel so you don't miss any of the stories. Let's go to the story. There was a boy named Lucas who, on a beautiful summer day, was hiking in the woods near his town. Lucas was an adventurous young man, always looking for new experiences, and was excited to explore the forest. He took along a few granola bars, a bottle of water, and a backpack with a basic survival kit. During the hike, Lucas became distracted by the scenery and ended up losing his way. He tried to turn back, but could no longer find his way back. The sun began to set and Lucas realized that he would have to spend the night in the forest. With great difficulty, Lucas managed to build an improvised shelter with branches and leaves, but it was not enough to protect him from the cold. The next morning, Lucas woke up hungry and thirsty, so he decided to continue walking through the forest in search of water and food. After walking for hours, Lucas spotted a small abandoned hut. He was afraid, but decided to go closer and investigate. The hut was in very poor condition, but there were some tools and materials that might be useful. Lucas decided to stay in the hut and began to repair it to make it his home. Over the days, Lucas faced many challenges to survive in the forest. He learned to hunt and fish, to build traps and to cook with the ingredients they found in nature. With each passing day, he became more skilled and adapted to life in the forest. Lucas' life was not easy. He faced violent wild animals and disease. Many times he thought he would not make it, but his experience kept him steadfast in the fight for survival. In time, Lucas felt that he had fallen in love with life in the forest and that he did not want to return to the city. However, one day, while fishing in the river near the cabin, Lucas met a young woman named Marina. She was also adventurous and had a free spirit like his. Marina was fascinated by Lucas' story and decided to stay with him in the cabin. Together they built a simple and happy life in the forest. But Lucas and Marina's happiness was interrupted when a forest fire destroyed the forest around the cabin. They had to fight to protect their home and their belongings, but ended up losing everything they had built. Distraught, Lucas and Marina decided to leave the forest and return to the city. Even after many years, Lucas never forgot the life he had in the forest. He kept the memories and the teachings that they acquired during that time, and whenever he could, he would return to visit the forgotten hut that he kept the memories and the teachings that they acquired during that time, and whenever he could, he would return to visit the forgotten hut that he once called home. After his experience in the forest, Luke began to see the world in a different way. He became more aware of nature and the consequences of human actions on the environment. He decided to study biology and became an advocate for the preservation of forests. Lucas wrote a book about his experience in the forest, recounting his adventures and teachings. The book became a bestseller and he was invited to give lectures all over the world. Lucas became an example of overcoming obstacles and loving nature. Years later, in his old age, Lucas decided it was time to pass on the cabin that he and Marina had built with so much love. He donated the cabin to an environmental preservation organization, with the condition that it would be maintained as an example of harmony between man and nature. Lucas died a few years later, but his story has left an inspiration for new generations. The cabin in the forest has become a pilgrimage site for adventurers and nature lovers, who go there to feel the energy and wisdom that emanated from the place. And what do you think of this beautiful story of overcoming? It was an incredible twist in Lucas' life, wasn't it? Tell me your opinion here in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the stories. See you soon.